Indians are banned from coming to Canada. Hello guys, welcome to Canadian Vlogs. My name is Ram, your host and dude from Edmonton, Alberta. I provide advisory help and support to all the people who wish to come and live here in Canada and make their dreams come true. There's a huge rumors, you say, because there's a huge talk going on the social media that where they're saying that Indians, the people of country India, are banned from coming to Canada. Is that really true? And the answer is no. There is nothing officially announced or declared by the government of Canada. There is no such news. There's nothing like that. This is just a rumor. Some few bunches of people in social media who are just spitting their grudge, their personal grudge on Indians or the people of India. Whatever thing happened in the recent past, you have seen on the news is that like deportation of students, all sorts of kind of things. This is just to barricade all those fake agencies which are grown like mushrooms in India, who are selling fake dreams, who are showing an illegal route to an innocent Indian students and especially as the foreign workers to come to Canada. This is to barricade those agencies so that a well deserving, educated and like well qualified people being able to come to Canada. All right, so this is all about a good people to come to Canada. All right, the truth is that we cannot generalize the entire Indian community for one mere incident that happened in one particular province, right? By few groups of people that belongs to India. So we cannot generalize the entire Indian community like them. I would also like to request the entire other Canadians, do not generalize with the entire community, right? Indians been living here in Canada for how many decades? But there was no such incident, right? There was no such kind of a thing happened before. But now, in the recent years, so it happened all because of the mass immigrations. So it was our fault. It was the fault of the government of Canada. It was the fault of the immigrations. They are not being able to, make a proper environment, right? Proper system. They didn't execute the proper policy to bring a good quality people to Canada. It is our fault from our side. So that's why, it is not to blame only to India, because you see, good people and bad people are everywhere around the world. You cannot say that these communities or these countries people are good, these countries people are bad. Good and bad is everywhere. We have to choose. We have to think. We have to analyze. We have to we have to review. We have to to have a proper means of selections, measures of selections. What kind of people is good for Canada? Is he really qualified to come to Canada? What is his educational background? What is his skills? What is his family background? What is his financial situation? Right? What is his ability? What is his language ability? What is his culture? So what kind of person is personality? These all things we need to understand. And then we have to bring them to Canada. But no, what if you do just randomly grab someone from the street and bring it to Canada? Obviously, those people will do the same thing, the hooliganism, right? They spread the bad things. That's what happened. Yes, Indian can still come to Canada for either a work or for a PR or for a educational program, no matter. All right, but it is also a fact that the route for Indians to come to Canada is now way difficult. It will be very, very hard for them to make their way to Canada, but it is not closed. All right. The thing is that if you are highly educated, if you have master's education, master degree education, or if you done a PhD, if you have a high level professional skill, or you have a good experience in a higher level of in the job or in the work portfolio, your path, your route for Canada is as smooth as like before. There will be no difficulties for you, right? You have to have a good IELTS, you have to good scores in IELTS, right? You have to have a good length of work experience. So these things will matter, all right, for to qualify yourself in different other PR programs. All right, there will be no discriminations on the selection, right? All right, by means of nationality. Okay, it will be mere on the merits. Doesn't matter for which country the nationality the application is from. It depends on the job demand. It depends on the province where it is looking for. It depends merely on the employer, what kind of employee he is looking for. So this is all depends. As well, at the same time, for the educational purpose also, let's say, as I mentioned, there are many rules and policies has changed this year in even in the education also. And one thing, very important information I would like to share to all of you guys, and that is, if you are already here in Canada as a student, international student, or if you are planning to come to Canada as an international student, then there is a big changes. There's some new policies, some new rules is came out from the for the immigration that about acquiring the Canada permanent resident after graduation, right? When you apply for the PR after graduation, there is some new requirement. So what is that? According to the new requirement and new policy, any student after their graduation in Canada, all right, when they complete their education, when they apply for the PR, now they have to undergo IELTS exam, all right, and they have to score at least 6 in IELTS in each band. Then only they will be qualified to apply for the PR program. And not only that, that doesn't end here. Also, they have to make sure their education, all right, in what subject they did a graduation, what job they are applying for, that particular job, right, has to have a higher demand in that province where they are applying their PR. If the on what that NOC code they are applying for the PR, if that NOC code has no demand on Canada on that particular province, then his application or her application will be disqualified. So this is something new came up from the immigration. So make sure, right, all those existing students, I cannot say because you are already here on you have already chosen your course. So even when you're choosing a course, make sure when you apply for work permit, or when you apply for a permanent resident, try to pick the NOC code which should be relevant to your education, as well as that NOC code has high on demand on that province where you're applying for a permanent resident. Okay, so this is very, very important. All right, guys, and also all the foreign students who are about to do their application, who are about to make their plan to come to Canada for higher education, make sure that what subject you are choosing. All right, let me give you some examples, some hints, some tips. It will be always better if you choose something from science faculty, science programs. It will be which is related to IT, technology, technical fields, okay? Because in Canada, this kind of NOC courses are always high on demand. Some which is related to IT, all right, or science faculty. If you are from arts background, then you have to have a very careful in choosing your program, as well as for all commerce student, also be very careful what subject, what program are you come to choosing to come to Canada. All right, so these things matters, and also the province, which province you're coming there, because each province has their own demand. Some provinces have different demand, some provinces may have another demand, right? So you have to do very, very thorough research. You have to do very, very due diligence on your own. Okay, don't just rely on the agencies. Okay, your education agencies or consultancies, they don't care, right? They only care about their money, the fees, their commission. It is you are coming to Canada, it is your future. So you have to think about yourself. All right, what path are you choosing? Okay, so this is a big change. All right, and this hard seat, this whatever happening right now in Canada immigration, it will go like this until next year, until the election gets over. So not only for Indians, it will be for every other citizen, every other people from different other countries, it will be the same for everybody. The application, all the peer programs will be very tight, very strategic, very stringent. Selection will be done in terms of like in the peer programs, right? So will happen no matter what, all right, until the next election. And after the election, yes, there comes the new scenario. The perspective, or maybe the situation will turn over to, we never know what will happen, right? We all don't know whether the same government will continue another terms, or new government, new party will come into the government. So we don't know. So everything will depend after the elections in Canada. But guys, for now, it will be as it is like this. What's happening right now? The immigration is very tight on all their immigration programs, on immigration policies, all about bringing the people to Canada. It will be like they will cut off the immigrants, number of immigrants in every programs, which is right now happening all over in Canada. Alright guys, so my final word is once again say that Indians are not banned in Canada. There is no such thing. So feel positive, stay positive, think about it, and whenever you think about applying for Canada, always do your due diligence and think about what is your plan to come to Canada, what is your programs, and if you are, let's say, if you are well qualified, if you think and if you believe yourself that you deserve to be in Canada, you're gonna accept the kind of culture, the kind of policies, the kind of rules and regulations, that you are accepted, you are welcome to come to Canada. Alright guys, so having said that, I would like to end up this video today. And thank you very much for your time and listening to me. And I will come up with another interesting topic next week. Until then, take care, have a good day. Bye-bye. Take care, family.